Hi everyone. I've gotten a few questions about eliminating like student comments or limiting student comments when it comes to like an assignment. So usually if you create an assignment, students can't really respond publicly to other students on it. But if you on your Google Classroom create a material, same type of thing. Can't really limit that. If you create a question, then you can uncheck students can reply to each other if you pose that question. So that's one thing that you can do. Another thing, if you have some students that are getting out of hand with the stuff that they're commenting, in the People tab, you should be able to see all of your students. Let's say for whatever reason, this student right here is not doing what they're supposed to. You can make sure that they're selected, and then you can mute the student. And when you mute the student, it tells you that they can still submit work. Others just won't see it. They can't reply to classmates' work and they can't comment or post. At which point, if you do have to mute a student, I would definitely let their AP know. Because there's got to be a chain of command, got to be some sort of a reason to mute students. The other action that you can do is to remove a student from a classroom if they're in the wrong classroom and so forth. And if you need to add more students under students, you're going to click this icon where you're going to invite students and you can type in the students' names to add them in there. Other than that, if you click the gear, you can edit some of the settings in there as well. If you don't want students to post and comment on the stream, you would click this and you can make it so that only students can post or comment. Okay. The other thing, you can make it so that students can comment only, like they can comment on something that you have posted. Or if you want students to post and comment, then you can leave it as you want students to post and comment. You can also change grading. I wouldn't get so far involved in that just yet. I just want to address that question that we had about like students commenting and whatnot. The other thing that you might wish to do, if you click these horizontal lines and scroll all the way to the bottom, you can click settings. And in your settings, you can customize your email notifications, because one thing that you're going to get is you're going to get an email automatically every single time a student posts, a student comments. If I turn this off right here by clicking it, I get 0 email notifications, which I don't recommend, just because with the email notifications, you can click and see and respond directly to students. However, you may wish to limit the classes that you're enrolled in. You might want to like remove all of these. For example, this would be like if you have a department Google Classroom right now. If you have or be invited to co-teach, you can also get rid of email notifications for that as well. You can turn on class notifications. So like I can actually disable an entire class. Like let's say, for example, oops, I do want to hear from multicultural ed. Let's say, for example, I don't want to hear or get notifications for my demo class, then I'm just going to turn off that class and I'm going to receive all the other notifications for every single class as well. So this might be particularly useful for you. And that way you control the emails that you get. You're not overwhelmed with the emails that you get. And also you can make sure that your settings are up to date. So again, if you go to your Google Classroom, under People is where you can mute students if need be. When you are creating classwork, you can, if you're creating a question, you can limit the amount of responses that students have. If you mute someone, you can unmute them. So let me go I did not mean to click great. Let's say I did mute, let's say I'm going to mute Justin. So I mute him, and you'll see an icon appear next to his name that tells me that he's muted. He cannot unmute himself. I would have to click and actually unmute him, and that will allow him to do everything that everyone else was able to do. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful. And another quick tidbit on how to use Google Classroom. Any questions, please let me know. Thanks.